Hey farm fans, today's video is a little bit different, talking about hay moisture testing. Again, I did a video recently on hay preservative, and if you watch that video and you don't know a whole lot about farming and you're wondering, well, how in the world do you test for that moisture? I have to put the preservative on based on what the moisture of the hay is. Well, here is two ways to find out. The first way is sort of an after the fact way. A lot of farmers have these. This is a probe style moisture meter. Hay moisture tester right there. Pretty easy to use. But basically what this does, here's the package that it came in. And everything of course is glary. But basically what you do with this after you bale up some hay is you shove the probe in the bale and it will read the moisture on the screen here for you, what the percentage of the moisture is. And that would allow you to say, okay, well, these bales are getting baled up. The moisture content's too high. I got to do something about it. So that is one way to test the moisture. It's also helpful if you have hay that you baled and you're like, it's a little bit on the edge, and you went ahead and baled it and you stacked it anyway. Well, you can kind of monitor how the bales are doing, in the hay loft or wherever you stacked them, and kind of make sure they're doing okay. If they're starting to heat up, you want to get them out of there, use them for mulch hay, whatever. But so that's the one I have, AgraTronix HT Pro. So it is designed and assembled in the USA. So that's one style. The other style that I have is sort of a tester that you can use before that one. So this one is actually a windrow hay moisture tester. And you can see I kind of have it written on this bucket here, this 5-gallon bucket. This is actually where I keep the tester. And the reason I do that is because you need the bucket to actually do the test. So this is what the unit looks like. It has a different kind of style probe on it. Same company, AgraTronix. You can see, it says windrow hay moisture tester. But basically what you do to use this tool is you can, I don't know if you can see, they're getting wore off. I have little marks around the perimeter of the bucket. So what you do is you put hay. I have a rag in here to clean the tester off, but so you fill the bucket up with hay to those marks, and you want to fill it up enough that you can put a little bit of pressure on it without it just completely sinking to the bottom. And then once you have hay in there, it's fairly firm, you take this tester and you push it down into about that line, and at that point is when you would test for your moisture. So it's taking hay that's right on the windrow, right on the ground, and it's testing the moisture for you, so you know ahead of time, okay, well, this is the moisture of the hay, I better treat it before I bale it. So what I'll do with a unit like this, like I said, I keep it in the bucket, but I'll put that bucket in the tractor, and then I'll have it if I'm kind of questioning whether I think the moisture, the hay looks too green yet, but I'll go around to different spots in the field and I'll test them. As you get to know your hay fields, for me, I'm on a lot of rented and leased ground, so it's not perfect ground. There's a lot of wet spots in there, and there may just be like little dips or whatever, but I know where those spots are. So those are the spots that I will routinely test if I'm questioning whether the hay is dry or not. So I may test, in a small 3-4 acre field, I might test 6 or 8 spots. So it takes a little bit of time, but it's worth it, if you're not losing product. So that's what this guy's for going around doing that. And this one, if you don't want to deal with that, you don't have one of those, and you don't want to spend the money on 2, then this one will work fine, because you can use it to test the moisture, bale up a couple of bales. Maybe when you get to that wet spot in the field, watch where that bale lands on the wagon, get out and test a couple of them. So it's good for that, but it's also good for once you stack the hay, you can, keep an eye on it, make sure it's not heating up. So this one is a little bit more useful of a tool, but I kind of like this one because I like to know what the hay is reading ahead of time. So just a slightly different video today. I'm trying to do some stuff that, leading up to the hay season. If there's guys out there that maybe haven't seen this before, maybe this will be helpful to somebody, or somebody just getting started that doesn't know about this stuff, and you had the money to buy one of these going into maybe your first hay season or something like that. So it was just something a little bit different, wanted to show you guys. So if you have any questions about either one of these testers, I'll do my best to answer them. Leave them in the comments down below. If anybody else has any other different style testers or anything like that that they'd like to share, again, leave it in the comments. I'd be interested to see what else is out there. So if you like this video, it was helpful to you, entertaining, whatever, give us a thumbs up, and think about subscribing. I appreciate it, and thanks for watching.